G'day Wizards, WolfDeathcaster here and welcome back. Sorry there hasn't been a video lately. A lot of computer issues. The hard drive that had everything recorded on died. So I have to restart my wizard. So I'm still going to be the Fire Wizard, Wolf Firecaster. I'm going to skip the tutorial.
Come speak with me before you leave.
Exact was already shown in my Welcome to the Spiral video.
Welcome to Wizard City, young wizard. Things here are not normally this hectic. There's a problem on Unicorn Way that absolutely must be dealt with before we can get you enrolled. I've an idea. Perhaps, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, you might take a look. You may be able to help. It will also let you see more of Wizard City.
The headmaster hands you a letter with an ornate wax seal.
Please deliver this letter to Private Stilson at the Unicorn Way gate. He will let you through. You can use the yellow quest helper arrow at the bottom of your screen to guide you there.
You have just been given a tutorial tip. These will occasionally appear on the right-hand side of your screen. These are portraits that give you timely information when you click on them.
So this is just going to be a standard playthrough. I'll be listening to all of the dialogue, because I want to try to make lore videos down the track. So I'm doing this mainly so I can get good content for those videos.
None shall pass. Unicorn Way is off limits. There are ghosts everywhere.
You show Private Stilson the letter with Headmaster Ambrose's wax seal.
Looks legit. I'll let you pass. Show this to Private Conley in Unicorn Way.
Ha! A letter from the headmaster. You're very brave to bring this to me. Be careful going farther down Unicorn Way. The street is dangerous. I've seen wizards like you go down that way and never come back. Beware. Your arrival is a blessing. We need help fending off the ghosts in Unicorn Way. Some dark forces have risen, and we don't have enough guards to stop them. We would be honored if you would use your powers and chase lost souls away for us.
Alright, so Wizard 101, in case you're just watching a playthrough and don't know what it's about, is ultimately a card game. You'll pick your card, the opponent will pick their card, and deal damage to each other. So, to start with, we're just going to go Firecat. So these are our pips down in the bottom corner here. Each spell requires a certain number of pips to use. And you have accuracy, so you have a tendency of fizzling a lot in the early stages of the game. Now I've been playing Wizard 101 for about 8 years now. My very first wizard was a fire wizard, but I found I was always using death spells, so I ended up going to a death wizard. So this won't be a standard playthrough. Once I get a little bit further, I'll have a really good... I've already got a good pet I can use, as well as a wand that lets me start with 2 pips. So I'll be using them just to help speed things along. So Unicorn Ways are a really easy area. It doesn't take long to finish. Just a few side quests. And a few quests. Just a few quests and a few side quests. And as you can see, everything's pretty much dying in the one hit. So we just need 3 of them. Let's jump in on this one. I always think it's nice to say hi to people. So you can have 4 wizards in any one match. And generally the amount of wizards you have is the amount of opponents you face. So because we didn't come in on the first turn, we don't get to attack until the second. Looks like my health is already getting a little bit low. So we've got health and we've got mana. Both of these need to be kept up. Mana isn't so much of an issue later on in the game, but in Wizard City you can run out if you're not careful. After Wizard City it sort of becomes a non-issue. So I'll generally make these videos by area or a time limit.
That's turned the tide for us. We'll follow your lead and get back to work. If only we knew what's causing this spread of the undead. You should talk to Saren Nightchant and see if he can use any help.
So these videos will be about an hour in length, or the end of an area, whichever comes first.
Greetings! Professor Mulinda Wu sent me here to see if the rumors about the fairies are true. The guards won't allow me to go out any further, but they haven't stopped you yet. Would you check for me? Just walk down Unicorn Way and see if you can find any fairies. If they attack, you'd best know how to defend yourself.
So, off to fight 2 dark fairies. So this little bar down at the bottom of the screen here, that's your experience bar. When that goes right up to the top, you'll level up. But before I kill those fairies, I'm going to mark the location. I'm just going to quickly travel home. As a general rule, I won't be teleporting through quests. I'll do all this sort of stuff off screen. But I want my pets. So to start with, move to backpack, and I want my wand. I do have a better pet, I'm not too sure where it's hiding at the moment. But that will do for now. So as I said, that wand gives me a bonus pip when I start each round, and my pet gives me 6% damage, fire damage, 6% universal damage, and 9% fire damage. I don't want so many wand spells anymore. It gives me a fire blade, attack all spell meteor, and a heal spell. So you can get these pets in the kiosk. It's a little bit hard to get a pet straight away. You'll need about 40 to 50,000 gold and a bit of luck to get the pet you want. And you've got to train first a pet up to adult, which is probably the hardest part early game. Dark Fairy. So these little symbols up here are just what schools are from. Certain schools are weak to other schools. And there's me flaking. So you'll see a lot of the same spell be used time and time again. And jump over here to the next Dark Fairy. Or up to this one. Yeah, so as I was saying, when I first started Wizard 101, I got up to about Crocotopia, halfway through Crocotopia, and I was always using death spells. Well, why not just be death? Because I liked getting the heal back. It was my first wizard. I was having trouble with the fact that most of fires spells or damage over time spells, which is you attack and then it'll keep hitting 3 turns afterwards. I much prefer to attack and kill in the 1 turn. So a lot of running backwards and forwards. If you stick to the footpath on the side here like I am, you'll generally avoid the mob fights. Sometimes they can pull you in from further away, of course. And of course you can always just leave, mark your location and teleport forwards and backwards. The ones with the exclamation marks over the head are side quests. I'll pick all them up later. This is just going to be the main quest for now.
Unicorn Way is swarming with evil fairies? They have been corrupted just as I feared. You couldn't even change them back by defeating them? Oh, that's really bad. Apparently, evil forces at work here in Wizard City. Some dark element has emerged despite Ambrose's attempts to keep us safe. Thank you for letting me know. I must alert the others. My friends always tell me I never leave well enough alone, but this time something foul is afoot, I'm sure of it. You can help me get to the bottom of this curse upon Wizard City. Do you know Lady Oriel, the Seraph? She might understand what happened to the fairies. Speak with her in the hedge maze at the end of Unicorn Way.
So now we've got to head up to the other street. If we press M, we can see our map to where I am, to where I need to go. So it's a little bit of a walk, obviously. So my current wizard, Wolf Deathcaster, is a level 130 Death Wizard, and I've soloed most of the game because I play in Australia. So when I'm on, generally there's not many other people around me, and Team Up wasn't around back when I was questing through the vast majority of this game, so I learned that I had to do it all myself. These days there's a lot more people on at all hours. Quite a few people on, actually. Lady Oriel. Don't know what happened just then.
Oh, praise the light. Someone has come at last. Something has been corrupting my fairies. Since you have come in my hour of need, use this in future battles. Thank you for coming at this dark time. If you are as brave as you look, I know you will help save my fairies. Please go out to Unicorn Way and defeat some of these evil fairies. Collect the dust that they drop. With that, I will be able to tell you more about their corruption. I know it is a dark task, but it must be done. Take care, wizard.
Okay. So I just leveled up just then. Game just crashed. Be right back. Okay, so I am really new to doing all this sort of stuff, the commentary and recording and everything, so it's going to take me a little while to get good at it. So I do apologise if I'm not the best. It's not anything I've ever done before. And if you prefer just to see the videos without the commentary, please let me know in the comments. I'm building up this channel and I'd like to produce content that you want to watch. So it's one... King's Eye put up a post the other day and said, what would you like to add to make the first hour in this game easier? I said, add minion button. Add mob button so I can have more than one person coming to the fight at once. I'll just cast a blade and meteor them. nice and quick. Two out of three, one more to go. So you've got Fairy Queen there, who's the first boss in the game. So, like I said, this first street is really just getting you into the game. It's not anything difficult. If you die, you just go back to the commons. Alright, back to Lady Oriel. I'd like to get a mount to make all this move a bit quicker.
You have returned with the fairy dust. Please give it to me so that I can investigate the reason for their corruption.
Lady Oriel looks visibly shaken.
They have been enchanted by something that is undead. This does not bode well. How has evil become so brazen in this place? These are dark times indeed. I have heard that someone has hung bone cages along the street. I fear these are being used to trap my fairies and corrupt them. Please, you must free the captured fairies from those horrible bone cages before they become corrupted. Go quickly, my friend.
Alright, on to the bone cages. So this is just a pick-up quest. Sometimes you have to fight mobs, sometimes you have to find items. So these are just the bone cages here. One. See a little fairy fly out. Two. The collect quests are probably some of the worst, because if you're playing with more, if you're playing as a team, what you collect sort of affects everybody. So I can slow things down a bit. 1, 2. And they do respawn after a few seconds or so, so you can just stand in front of the one item and collect if that's what you wanted to do.
You hear a tiny, joyful voice call your name.
Thank you for helping out the fairies. They did not mean to be evil, but the corruption made them do bad things. Now there is hope again, and the fairies will be able to bring magic and cheer to the people of Wizard City once more. Thank you, Wizard.
And we just freed all the fairies.
We thank you, Wizard. The freed fairies have already told me of your heroism. Your deeds will be remembered here on Unicorn Way. And to show my appreciation, here is a healing spell. Remember to add it to your deck so it will aid you in your time of need. We must now find out who is behind the corruption. My fairies whispered of a monster whose bones made a clacking sound as it came for them. Saren Nightchant knows Unicorn Way very well. He will know if there is a sinister skeleton that now haunts my street.
So despite what that said, it actually gets placed in your deck for you. So if you want to remove them, you've got to click and take them out of your deck. I'll keep... Actually, do I want to keep one? That's 270, 400. Yeah, I'll keep one in my deck just for the sake of having one. don't generally tend to use healing or shield spells. When you start finding mobs of 2 or more, I find them a lot less effective. So if it was a life wizard healing, yeah, that's, you know, they're playing support. It's different than you trying to heal yourself. I do have a pet that's a 5 heal pet, and it's just spams the heals like nothing else. So for the hard bosses, I'll probably end up using that if I get really stuck.
Lady Oriel sent you to investigate the corruption of the fairies? I will gladly tell you what I know. When the dark fairies began to show up, I had suspected Lady Blackhope, but even she has never tried to enchant fairies before. Then the fairies gave report of a skeleton? Of course! Who else could it be but Rattlebones? Since I grew up here, I know a lot. I do not know yet what Dark Master has aided him, but Rattlebones has taken over my old friend Delia's tower. Find him in the tower and stop him from making any more cages. Please, do what you can to save the fairies.
Alright, off to Rattlebones. Now Rattlebones is going to be the first fight. It's a first major fight. It's a solo fight, and it's actually going to be against Rattlebones and one of the Dark Fairies. I think it's even the Fairy Queen. So it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge than what you've come up to so far. The best way is generally to kill the minion first because they've got less health, but they can still do just as much damage. So kill the minion, then kill the boss. You don't have many spells in your arsenal at this point, just the wand spells and the fire cat. That's all you need.
You cannot stop us, wizard. The corruption of the fairies is just the beginning of Malister's plans. Soon, Wizard City will fall, and there isn't anything anyone can do about it.
Right now, Rattlebones, although being portrayed as a boss fight with his own unique drops, is only an elite, which is surprising. So, I'm going to take out the Dark Fairy. Or not. So on average, the enemies can hit you for, I normally calculate it as 100 per pip. It's a little bit less than these first battles, but I might just put the blade here, so I mean that's 80 to 120. So if you count the pips that they have, I can expect that I'll probably receive 200 damage next turn, and I've got 347 health, so I'll survive. But I wouldn't really want to go a turn again. Another turn after that. So, you know, he's got 2 pips, so he could possibly do 200 damage to me. Dark Fairy could do 100, so that's 300 damage. It's just how I calculate as to whether or not I should hit or blade. I mean, these first fights are easy, but... And there's Meteor. That's basically going to be my bread and butter spell for most of the game. And he dropped a Rattlebones Master Jewel. Yep, Master Jewel. Now these are unique one-shot dungeons, so once I use it, that's it. It's gone. I don't get to use it multiple times. So you've got to make sure you've got a team ready for when you do decide to use them, and preferably even know what cheats are going to be in those fights, because they can be a bit difficult if you've never done them before. The Master Jewels, I think, are about for level 30 wizards, thereabouts. And then you get Exalted for level 100 wizards.
You did it! Now the fairies will sing again! You bested that wretched skeleton Rattlebones! I wish that was the end of our troubles in Wizard City, but I'm afraid a more sinister evil is still out there. Thanks to you, Wizard, Unicorn Way is in less danger than it was. But we are still not out of the dark woods yet. You should report our progress to Headmaster Ambrose. The news about Rattlebones may help him determine what doom has come to Wizard City.
And that is the end of Unicorn Way. So I'm just going to talk to Ambrose, and then that's where I'll finish up this video. Like I said, I'm just starting out. If you like this video and you want to help me out, please leave a like and subscribe to the video. If there's something you'd like to see me do or try to explain better, please leave a comment.
Oh, congratulations, young wizard. I hear that you have found a solution to the fairy corruption. Unfortunately, Wizard City is not out of peril just yet. All is at risk.
You tell the headmaster what Rattlebones told you.
So, Ballistaire has designs on bringing Wizard City to its knees, eh? This does not bode well. We will still need to be on guard, lest his evil plans succeed. Thank you for all you have done, young wizard.
Until next time, bye for now.